Hi friends, happy spring. I am starting this new video in quite a different way. Here I am making some daffodils because I have been recently obsessed with them and I cannot get them because, as you can see right now on the screen, I have a cat. And besides, I cannot find them where I live, so I just decided to make them using paper. I haven't done a voiceover since I can remember, so this will be interesting. Here is how the daffodils have turned out. And recently in April it has been my birthday, so here I am showing you one of my birthday gifts and eventually how it looks on my setup. And here we are going to start journaling. So on this video I am going to make kind of a catch up for April and some of the things that I have been going on using pictures, and then I am also going to make some media journaling because I have recently went to watch the movie The Drama on the cinema, and I have also read a couple of books, but I am only going to be journaling about one of them today, as you will be able to see. So, talking a bit about the movie The Drama, I do not have a lot to say. I will not give any spoilers. I will just say that I really like visually the cinematography, and it kind of has a bit of a feel that old movies set in New York used to have, but a more modern version. I like the coloring of the movie as a whole, though I would prefer if it was even a bit more warm. Regarding this story, it is a crazy, interesting story, but then again, it poses some questions regarding relationships and can people really change for the better, and what would you do if you discover that your partner has done or has thought about doing something in the past that goes completely against what you think is right? And can you forgive that person? Can you not? It's just this whole situation, and it is, well, as the name suggested, a very dramatic movie. I gave it 4 stars and I enjoyed my experience watching it in the cinema. And I will not yet undergo the whole journey regarding me changing up notebooks. I do not know exactly where to start, because the last time that you have seen a video, I was using a ring binder, and here I am using an A7 midori in the cover that I have sewn myself. And yes, for the month of April I have been using this journal quite consistently, and it has been a very nice and cozy companion through the beginning of spring, which was very nice. I decided to change up again for a bound notebook. I first used an A5 Leuchtturm because, as always, I try to go back what has worked for me for a really long time ago. And I just keep on discovering that I am not the same person, so it doesn't work anymore. And then I was in a shop with my boyfriend, and he picked up this notebook for himself, but he picked up the blank version so he could draw. And the moment that I held this very, very small notebook, I just couldn't stop thinking about buying it and using it myself. So I ended up buying, and I am very happy with my decision because it has been a very nice companion, as I have said. And I have recently learned how to sew with a sewing machine, and so I have made this cover. It has some problems. I'm still very much a beginner, so yes, but it was a very nice practice. I have recently added this small cat's charm at the end, because he looks very much like my cat, and I like to carry him around, and it adds to the coziness of the setup. So what are you seeing right now on the screen? Maybe I should talk about that. I have read in this month as well the book The Forbidden Notebook, and it was amazing. Basically, it covers the story in Italy, 1950s, and it goes through diary entries of the main character, which is a woman. She is a mother. She has 2 grown-up kids, and it basically follows through themes of motherhood, family, individuality on a time where women really did not have that individuality. And it really resonated with me, not through the situation per se, because I am not a mother, I do not live in the 1950s, I don't live in Italy. But the views that she has of herself, of her life and womanhood, I thought the writing was beautiful, even though this is a translation. The book really stood out to me. And I have discovered that apparently I really enjoy Italian literature. I, a couple years ago, read Elena Ferrante, the Quartetto, her and then her other books, which are my brilliant friends, and I've loved them as well. I think I have read other Italian writers, but these 2 are the ones that have completely stood out to me. And she has another book published here, Alba de Céspedes. I'm sure I'm butchering her name, but I really want to read that one as well. So here I am writing down some of the quotes that I have annotated in the book. I have started flagging books, which is quite new to me. And then I also read this book, Elizabeth Finch by Julian Barnes. I ended up not journaling about that book today because I annotated quite a bit, because it has not only the story of the main character, quotes that I really enjoy, but also historical facts that I want to research more about. So I decided that needed to be a whole new separate journaling section and not the main goal of today's journaling section. So I'm going to be doing that another day. I'm not sure if I'll film it or not. Here you can see me do some other journaling. This starts my April recap, and this is Nayora on screen right now. This was a gift that a couple of friends from university gave to me. They gave me this Pop Mart blind box, and she has been living in my desk ever since. She's really cute. She has a nautical theme, and I love that she comes with a little cat. So she has been the companion for my books. They have also given me some tea, and those are the images that you're seeing me paste on my journal, and that I am going to write about, because it was a gift that I really enjoyed, and I really think it was sweet of them to give it to me, so I am journaling about that. I have made a list of things to talk about. This is very interesting to do. I mean, voiceover. I really do not know how to talk about this. Maybe I should talk about what I'm going to use next. I have been debating on keeping the A7 and buying another one. I think I will, if I do that, I will make another cover, because I have learned from my mistakes and I want to do an even better cover. So I am thinking of doing that, and then I have also thought about another option, which will be to start something that I have never tried, which is a traveler's notebook passport version. So I would go up a little bit inside and say hello to my cat. I will go a bit in size and I could divide things better because I have been using this notebook for everything and sometimes it's all over the place, but in a good way. So I'm really debating between the two versions. For May, I will keep on using this one because I really want to end this notebook. After that, I am still deciding. Another thing that I have been doing recently is something that you have seen throughout the video a little bit sparsely. I think that's the word. I have been on a perfume search because, well, at the end of March, my perfume that I was wearing, which was L'Interdit Givenchy, I'm sure this is not how you say it, but it was my try on French. It's finished, and really it was not the best scent for spring. So I have been on a search for a new perfume, and this notebook has a lot of samples pasted. Here you can see a matcha because that's also something that I have been smelling and tasting throughout this month, and I wanted to show you this nice picture. But back to what I was saying, I have been on a search. This notebook smells like a combination of a lot of different perfumes because I just have been putting the samples that I have tried, the paper samples, I have glued them here. And after searching for a bit, I decided to settle on, for now, for the Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom and the smallest size bottle. I have also ordered the Diana, that I'm butchering completely, but this brand, Asian brand, I'm really not sure where exactly in Asia, but they have these very nice collections from different countries. They have one from Vietnam, one from China, and one from Japan, if I'm not mistaken. And they have these discovery sets, and I ordered a discovery set for the Enchanting Vietnam. And I have, well, it was very recently, it was literally yesterday that it arrived, so I cannot have a full-on opinion, but for the ones that I have tried, I have immensely enjoyed. So yes, I have been on this perfume craze, also because I discovered recently this new YouTuber called Melissa, if I'm not mistaken, and she has made these 2 perfume videos that I have been looking through and taking notes as well, which are also on this notebook. And then, since I'm talking about content creators that I have been enjoying, I will also tell you about Suring. I will somehow leave it on the screen as well after I add these voice notes. And she is, I think, in South Korea. She's currently using the same notebook that I'm using. She's also using a Midori A7, and it's really nice to see how someone from a completely different country uses the same notebook that I'm using, but in a completely different way. So her vlogs are so comforting and so cozy. So if you do not know her, I highly recommend. She has English subtitles. And here I am, going back to what you're seeing in the video. I am preparing my May setup, which is really simple. I just have this cover page, so I have a bit of a section between the other pages and then where I know May starts. And I'm going to use stamps to write May. Talking about stamps, I have also been gifted last Christmas, which I have not used, but it's a stamp kind of kit, and I really hope I will have a kind of a week off next week, so I'm really hoping that I can make some stamps. That will be fun, and hopefully I'll be able to show you that. I'm not sure how, when, but I'll manage it. I am also making the calendar, and basically these are just my setup pages. Regarding my setup for this notebook, even in the beginning of the notebook, it has been really, really simple. You will see in a little bit when I do the flip through. What else did I wanted to talk about? Well, I don't know. Maybe I should address the other things that you're seeing on the screen. So I have this handkerchief with my initial that I just moved. It was also a birthday gift, very kindly gifted to me, and it is stunning. It is handmade. I do not know what to use it for. I know what is the purpose. I don't want to use it for that. So I am thinking of ways to incorporate it in my daily life that can keep its pristine look. So if you have any ideas, let me know, please. I also wanted to talk about some of the things that I've mentioned on the other video that then I gave absolutely no segment onwards. Like, I haven't forgot about them. I just haven't done them, such as showing you that website that I told you about. I decided not to and then didn't say anything about it. I don't know. I prefer to come here sparsely and just show you a couple of things and then leave for a while. Also because, well, I'm sure that you have seen this whole going analog discourse, which currently is also a bit, how should I put it? It's not, the word that I'm trying to say is not annoying, but I mean, it is right. We should not spend that much time on our phones. But then I just sometimes, and I have been guilty of doing this as well, just saying that, you're going analog and you're doing analog things, but you're filming it and then you're posting it. And I know how hypocritical I sound right now because the last summer I did a whole series called Analog Diaries. So I don't know. I have been seeing this a lot online, and yes, I just think it's a bit weird, really. And yes, I know that I have also done that. But I have been thinking of the same issues that I have talked about on the last video, posting or not posting here, being on social media or not being on social media, because at the same time that sometimes I find myself scrolling and I hate that, I have also found a lot of nice things there. So it's a mix between wanting to stay due to the nice things that it has gifted me and the things that I have discovered there, and not staying due to the time that I spend there. And I have put time limits and all of that, and I never go through with the time limit. Like, my time limit I think is set to an hour. I never reach that limit, but still it seems like a lot of time. So I don't know. I have been debating on all of this. Basically, what I want to do is to do more things. I will try not to use the word analog. I want to do things. I want to do creative things. And I don't know, like I was telling you about that thing of making my own stamps. Or, I don't know, sometimes I do not even know what to journal about. Because I don't want to junk journal when I don't have things to junk journal with. Sometimes I don't know what to write anymore, or sometimes I I have this idea of a spread in my mind, but what's the point of making it? I just have been feeling weird lately. Because journaling used to come as a very insistent practice on my daily life, almost to a point where I could not journal. But now it is more quiet. It is not such an urge anymore. And in a way, that's good, because even though I just told you that I was thinking about what journal that I was going to use next, before it was just this whole thing, and now I just quietly think about it with no rush. I can wait, I can think through things and just be more at ease. Besides, I have been using little to no decorations, as you can see through the spreads that I have made and the other spreads that I will show you. Basically, I have been pasting pictures, drawing a little bit, and that's it, which is nice in a way. And I think even the kind of journaling supplies that I have been using and thought of using are different. They are not the same that I used to like. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But here you can see the amount of spreads that I have made on perfumes while I was doing my research. Like, all of these are on perfumes. And there's more, as you are seeing right now. They just keep on going. I just was really onto it. I will go every day to a different store, or I will research on different things and try to understand what were the notes of certain perfumes and if I would like to try them or not based on that. So those were my experiences for April. Right now that I have the Discovery set and the Jo Malone perfume, I feel a bit more at ease as well, because I have something to wear and to try out every day. So yes, I also wanted to talk to you about that thing that you just saw, which was the Babel festival that will be going on in a city near me, which I hate to say because I don't like to tell people where I live. But yes, that's something that I'm excited about for June, which is a literary festival. And now I have to end this voiceover because I think I have very little time left. So I ramble a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice spring. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Watch me struggle putting on this cover. Bye everyone. Thank you again for watching and for sticking out to me and my chunky notebook and chunky cat. Thank you, and have a nice day when you're watching it.